So we had like a legend for the younger audience. We had like a rap battle thing at one time. And 50, what you did, so we was having interior problems at Dipset. Nobody knew about this. Nobody knew that we was like not on the same page.
Right.
So when me and you were battling during our music thing, you got members of Dipset to come to your show. And I'm like, so I'm sitting there like,
that was
this is kind of smoke, because I wouldn't have thought about reaching out to Yayo or Lloyd Banks. I'm like, niggas going public with this?
I'm like, yo.
What was your thought process behind saying, yo, you know what? Fuck the songs. How did this work? How'd it go?
I was there, I'm in your horse and carriage video. I'm in the pool.
What? You know what? You told me this.
Your horse and carriage video.
You told me this before.
I was in the pool in the horse and carriage.
Wow, that's crazy.
So if you look, like we're on, everybody's there.
Right.
Jimmy was not a rapper then.
Right.
He was your man, like on the side, like in the side, just he was not a rapper at all.
Right.
So when Ballin' took place, and I'm looking and I'm going, oh, he having a moment. That's the Lloyd Banks. It's Lloyd Banks thing. He wanted that. He was watching them be that, like Mace be that, and Cam be that, and looked at, and it was finally he had one. Mm-hmm. And I just looked, and I knew I just took the shot, Murder, to see, because I wasn't sure he was gonna go for it. Mm-hmm. But I was like, we like Jimmy better than you anyway, Cam. You gotta watch and see how he responds. And then when you see, he like, oh shit, he really like that. Hey, give me this, get me Jimmy. Yeah, tell him we want him. We want you at the show, Jimmy. Yo, but that was one of those things I just threw it out and see what. And then when he bit to it, because it was like he was having a moment that not sure that was going to ever happen again at that point. And then he's going, for them, they had records that where, look, I always say this to certain artists, I go, damn, when is he going to have his moment? Like Fab, I said this to him. Mm-hmm. I said, damn, but you really, I think his, what's the name, cuffing season was that fun. But it wasn't the hit like that, because it was talking exactly about what was going on at the moment. But the way he brought La Marina and all of the stuff, it was the hottest joint.
What was going on
in that
exactly
summer.
At the time. In the time.
So I'm like, yo, that I jumped on the remix, because the director was going without us. Like, so I was like, yeah, I'm
right.
I got you, I'll do that. And then like we performed that joint. How many times did we perform that record on tour?
Yeah.
Couple times. Because it felt like a 50 Cent record to me. Like I was like, this is a hit. Like, but he didn't have, like, for a lyricist, like a guy that's that intricate with the writing, he didn't have a full-on moment that was like Fab's the nigga, period, right now. Like he had a lot of hit records on R&B artists, like a lot of real hot verses that came, but it was on somebody else's joint.
Right.
It's like, look, Dirk's run is like that. Dirk's biggest records are somebody else's record that he's on, instead of his solo records by himself. Like solo records make your hair stand up because they're talking some killer shit on there, but the records that really made them a success is usually a collaboration between him and another artist that they're working on. But I was looking, going, when are you gonna have that moment specifically? And I know Jimmy was looking at that like it was someone else at the top of our culture acknowledging.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. How you felt when Jim did that shit, Cam?
So it's over.
It's over.
No, because this what happened. So, like, you know, Fifth had sent niggas to my office with black roses and a little coffin. And I was like, all right, cool. Then I did the video. So I was like, all right, cool, this is cool. I remember this real talk. I was on probation at the time. My probation officer was like, come down to probation or we gonna lock you up on Thursday. I'm like, what the fuck I did? And New York City Intel was there. And New York City Intel said, what's going on with you and 50 Cent? I said, it's some music shit. What the fuck are you talking about? They said, well, this it just seems like it's one. I say, yo, he puts people out of business. I gotta respond. That's more than everything I love. I told these niggas this. I'm like, yo, the man puts people out of business. You gotta say something else. Then one officer's like, yeah, he does, man. He does. It's like, it's just on me. Y'all gonna talk to him? Like, that's like, yeah, his flight is late. Then we're gonna have a conversation with him too. So the more of the story is, like I said, Dipset at that time kind of really wasn't on the same page, but it wasn't
public,
external. Yeah. And I was like, maybe I could fix this shit before it gets out of hand. And that's where my mind frame was at. But then when niggas went on stage, I'm like,
yeah, it was Apollo.
Shit that spun out of your nigga. It is a checkmate moment, which was, I said, this nigga's devious right here. All right, devious shit right here. But I respect it. I liked it, that shit. I liked it, that shit. Yo,
you gotta figure it out, because collectively, there would have been an issue. At that point, there was, that momentum was there. So you gotta look and go, every time, like I would look at it and say, how did I used to study Joe and them? I knew everybody in the background. That guy the third guy in the back on the corner. Yeah, they from Highbridge. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I'm like this and that. Like I figured we knew all of them. Like so, if something happened, I could immediately respond to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then we was in it was an award show. No, it was Chris Lighty's thing. With Joe and them crews there. Pete and his mans they was going in before us, and they let Joe in and didn't let his people in behind him. And then when I came to the door, I was like, no, you gotta let them in. And it's like yeah, they was gonna let my entourage in, but they stopped a couple guys that was with him. But I'm knowing that this is like Pete and the other one
Rich, so my Rich, him and Rich.
Nah, not Rich. It was another one. It was he was gonna go. That was
Joe?
Yeah, I think he had a baby by Erica Mena. What was his name?
Oh, I think he passed away.
Yeah.
All right, copy. Yeah.
But he was one of the ones out of their little crew that they knew to go for. And I'm like, you don't want to leave them out here because it's going to leave them off balance.
Right.
If his guys that really got him is not there, he going to be feeling uncomfortable. I'm like, I got them in. So when Joe looked to Pete, and Pete go, nah, we good. It's good. He's like, nah, we good. He said, he got us in. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, he got him in, because I'm like, if he was there and uncomfortable or balanced, he might have made a move that made me have to do something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then that would have just fucked up the whole thing, because we was really there for the right reasons. Right. You know what I'm saying, with Chris and everything. Then
that's what's up.
So cool, it worked itself out.
Let me ask you something real quick before we go. Do you usually work on New Year's? Anyway?
Usually, yeah. I get out.
You know, work on New Year's, Christmas, his birthday.
It's no holiday.
Everything, nigga.
No holidays.
It don't stop, nigga.
No holidays.
I be feeling better about when you do decide you want to spend money or do you want to do some shit, just like what? No matter how random it is, it's fine, because I've worked all through. I've done everything to make it okay for me to be random.
Right.
That's the way I look at it, and then that's why I keep going. And then they'll complain, but these niggas got a good life, man.
Oh shit!
They got a really good life.
There's no complaining over here, nigga.
Yeah. Lloyd Banks is very upset that this nigga has all his money.
This nigga go.
He has all of his money.
This nigga go.
Look at he got to sustain his relationship.
Yeah, I see. I see your man, right?
Yeah.
That's what. I said no. I don't know that, but I can tell by your face.
Yeah, you go.
Nigga,
let's stay out of it, bro.
Yeah.
50 crazy, man. Stay out of this shit.
It no longer even feels like an interview when 50 Cent discusses loyalty. He seems to be cracking up the entire hip-hop mindset in front of us. He's not merely discussing money or notoriety. He's demonstrating how people may become completely twisted by success. 50 describes how he saw it take place inside Goonit. One guy gets a moment, the atmosphere changes, and all of a sudden, the crew that was moving quickly begins to drift in various lanes. And this time, he's turning that same microscope on Dipset. Joel Santana, Cameron, and Jim Jones. They had the entire wave locked in, including the movement, the city, and the style. However, everything changed once Ballin blew up. 50 claimed that he was reminded of Lloyd Banks as Jim Jones began to rise. The same spark, the same desire, and the same subdued tension that appear when someone shines at last. He wasn't attempting to offend anyone, as you can see. He was researching the thinking that underlies what transpires when a single person's moment becomes widely known. I'm going to start playing this clip now, but before I do, please share your thoughts in the comments section and hit subscribe because this conversation is going to get crazy. Now let's run it. Keep your distance from this dude. Let's maintain 100.
Jimmy was not a rapper then.
Right.
He was your man, like on the side, like in the side, just he was not a rapper at all.
Right.
So when balling took place, and I'm looking and I'm going, oh, he having a moment. That's the Lloyd Banks. It's Lloyd Banks thing. He wanted that. He was watching them be that, like Mace be that, and Cam be that, and looked at, and it was finally he had one.
Mm-hmm.
And I just looked, and I knew I just took the shot, Murder, to see, because I wasn't sure he was gonna go for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, we like Jimmy better than you anyway, Cam. You gotta watch to see how he responds. They'll complain, but these got a good life, man.
Oh shit.
Got a really good life.
There's no complaining over here.
Yeah. Lloyd Banks is very upset that this nigga has all his money. He has all of his money. Look at Ye.
Because it has nothing to do with beef, what 50 said about the Lloyd Banks effect is far more profound than most people realize. It's concerning how difficult it is to maintain patience, loyalty, and genuine understanding in a field driven by arrogance and powerful individuals. Not everyone goes at the same pace when success picks up speed. And that's great because everyone has their own lane. Lloyd Banks will always receive his flowers, in my opinion. He is among the purest hip-hop lyricists in history. He has a snappy pen game, powerful punchlines, a tight flow, and a surgical structure. Banks never sought attention. He was trying to be exact. He's the kind that builds quietly, releases heat when he's ready, and then retreats after the goal is over. That's not a lack of gratitude. That's being deliberate. However, this is the point at which people begin to misrepresent the facts. In this game, people begin to assume that someone has fallen off or abandoned the team when they are quiet or unassuming. However, that isn't always the case. There are instances when someone simply has a distinctive rhythm, mood, or manner of movement. That, in my opinion, is precisely what transpired between Lloyd Banks and 50 Cent. It's just two men operating on separate business clocks, not disloyalty or contempt. 50 is a machine, quick, powerful, and always advancing. Banks is more strategic, tactful, and low-key. Hip-hop has seen this tale 100 times. In the backdrop, one man constructs the empire, while the other guards his tranquility. Additionally, a breakdown in communication appears to constitute treachery, but in reality, it's merely a dramatic disguise for poor communication. For this reason, I consider Lloyd Banks to be the Kawhi Leonard of hip-hop. You never truly know what's going through his head. When it comes time to perform, he locks in and delivers each and every time, even though he doesn't explain every move he makes. Like Kawhi, he may irritate those who demand constant hype or updates, but the outcomes are undeniable. He is dependable, competent, and more concerned with long-term success than fleeting headlines. And to be honest, I believe that 50 has a deep understanding of that. You can hear the respect beneath his words, even when he talks about the Lloyd Banks impact. He has witnessed what occurs when a staff with no effective communication plan experiences success. Under pressure, it becomes a chemical test. Gunnet sensed it. Dipset sensed it. Every renowned crew has experienced it at some point. I appreciate that the 50's viewpoint isn't resentful, it is contemplative. He's dissecting recurring themes in hip-hop, and for that reason, the entire discussion is extremely significant. It's not about assigning blame, it's about realizing how pressure, timing, and ego can change a team's overall energy. And once you see that clearly, you begin to understand how uncommon genuine togetherness is in this culture. Lloyd Banks should be respected for sticking to his own principles. 50 should be commended for creating an empire that allowed musicians like Banks to flourish. They both fulfilled their jobs, and to be honest, it makes hip-hop better. It provides a guide for upcoming musicians on what to do and what not to do when loyalty and money start to mingle. Therefore, I don't hear a shot when someone mentions the Lloyd Banks effect. Instead, I hear a lesson, a reminder that everyone develops at their own rate and that greatness cannot be rushed. While some artists desire the limelight, others desire the art form, and occasionally, the two routes simply don't coincide. Moving at your own pace is ultimately a sign of self-awareness rather than disloyalty. Silence can also be a powerful tactic in a field where noise is the norm. So allow me to pose this question. Do you believe that Lloyd Banks and 50 Cent will ever truly comprehend one another again? Or are they simply constructed too differently? Is it possible for loyalty and individuality to coexist in hip-hop? Or does one negate the other? Please share your opinions in the comment box and remember to subscribe and like.